We appreciate you being here, since this program is optional and discusses best practices for your consideration. If you are thinking of adopting any of them, please make sure to review the requirements in your area or region with your broker, branch manager, or manager, including those related to contacting consumers. We do want to highlight the importance of the Telephone Consumer Protection Act, better known as TCPA. The general rules are that it's okay to call people if the person recently gave you their phone number, but remember to check the DNC list regularly if they haven't spoken to that person or contacted the lead in a while. You will also want to check the DNC lists anytime you don't have express permission. Automated calling and texting platforms should never be used. Pre-recorded messages and artificial voices should never be used. You will be personally liable for any violations of the TCPA.
So today, what we're going to be talking about is just a few things about LinkedIn, how to build your LinkedIn profile to best optimize for real estate and for marketing. We're then going to talk about your LinkedIn content strategy and just a few tips and tricks to enhance your LinkedIn profile. So when you first go onto your LinkedIn profile, the biggest thing about LinkedIn is that it is for a lot of people looked at like a digital resume, but it is increasingly becoming more popular for creators and also people in business to promote themselves. So it is a great site and a great opportunity to promote yourself for real estate. You probably already have a LinkedIn, but there are certain things that you can do to definitely make it a lead generation tool. So the first thing for your actual profile page on LinkedIn, there's an opportunity to put a background banner. So this banner image could communicate your value, your skills, your identity. You can put your location, your city's skyline, a for sale sign. So you want something that leans towards your personal brand, you being in real estate or your local area. So this is a great opportunity to just show some visuals on LinkedIn. It's not a huge visual platform, but this is a great opportunity to just customize it a bit. This is very similar to the Facebook banner that's on your Facebook page as well. Your profile photo. So we highly suggest if you have more than one social media profile page, you want to use the same profile photo across the pages. This will strengthen your branding. But let's say you're just doing LinkedIn, you want to make sure that it is a professional photo because LinkedIn is a professional networking site. So a formal up-to-date headshot is definitely the best thing to put on LinkedIn and the most common type of profile photo. Next, and something that is super important is your headline. So this is going to give people who are searching for you, if they look you up, if they have your business card, a short and sweet headline that tells them who you are and what you do. It's no longer than 120 characters, so it is a very short introduction about yourself. So for example, a real estate agent affiliated with Coldwell Banker Realty could be your headline. If you are affiliated with anything else, or let's say maybe you specialize in global luxury or you specialize in commercial real estate, you can also add that to your headline as well. Contact information. So this can put, you can put in this area your profile link for LinkedIn. You can put your website. All of you come with the Coldwell Banker website, so you can put that there. Your phone number, your address, your email, any way to get in contact with you off of the LinkedIn platform, which is going to be super important if you are generating leads. So making sure that you have this info up to date and that you are making any changes as necessary. A few more things that you can add to customize your profile. So a custom URL. So this URL is basically what people type in to go to your LinkedIn page. So you can customize it to be consistent with your other social media platforms. In your contact information section, you can change what the actual URL is. Your about section. So let's say your headline is the smaller version, your about section would be the longer version. So this is a profile summary and one of the first things that people will see when they actually go to your profile. So this is a great place to really set yourself apart and show how you are unique as an agent, talking about not only the fact that you're a realtor, but your journey into real estate, what made you get into the industry, what you're passionate about, and then you definitely want to highlight your area and where you are licensed as well. So this is really just going to help people who are potentially looking to buy or sell zone in to see if you are the right agent for them. In your featured section, this is where you can add your best posts on LinkedIn, any media. So if you want to highlight any photos, if you have some great testimonials, if you have some great photos of clients or some really cool properties that you have as a listing, you can add this on your media. So this is under your add profile section, and you can select what you would like to feature. For your listed experience, which is kind of like that resume section, you want to keep your experience descriptions pretty short. You don't need to put as many details as you have on your actual resume. So you want to put where you work, when you've worked there, and then a short description as to what you have done. You want to make sure that you are writing your experience from a first person perspective with a conversational tone. So again, it doesn't have to be as polished as it might be on your actual resume. You want to tone it down a bit for social media. A few other pieces that you can put on your profile. So your education, this is huge, especially if you have gone to a school that has a huge alumni network, people who may add you because of this. Providing any higher education that you may have received can help prepare, or anything that help you prepare for your real estate license. You want to make sure to notate that on your account. Skills and endorsements. So if you have any skills that are related to real estate, trainings that you've taken, anything that you've kind of honed in on or taken a course on, you can list that as a skill. And this is also a great place to add keywords to make you more searchable in the real estate industry on LinkedIn. Recommendations. So these are basically testimonials from other people on how you work. So this could be from former coworkers, this can be from clients, this can be from people in your network who know you. These are very important on LinkedIn. So you can always ask someone to give you a recommendation. And this is a great way to show your skills on your profile and show people what the experience is like with working with you. Any accomplishments, so certifications, courses, honors, awards, publications, real estate awards that you've been given, organizations that you're in. Post this on your LinkedIn. This is the place where you want to brag a bit. So some people will say, Tiffany, I don't want to brag too much on social. LinkedIn is the place to brag. You want to list all of your professional accomplishments, as many as you can on this one platform. So a few ways that you can be successful on LinkedIn. So unlike other social media profiles, you do not have to post as frequently on LinkedIn as you do on, like, let's say Instagram or TikTok or Facebook. You can post 1 to 2 times a week to stay active and optimize your profile. So it doesn't need to post too many times, which makes this a great place to start if you are really just starting out with a social media strategy. Between Tuesday and Thursday around 11 a.m. is the best time to post according to data and according to the engagement on the platform. So most people are on this website around 11 a.m. between Tuesdays and Thursdays. And as a rule of thumb, Monday through Friday is typically the best time to post on social media on any site. The weekends tend to not perform as well. You want to make sure, in addition to posting, that you are interacting and you are commenting and engaging with other profiles. So if you have friends on LinkedIn, if they have posted an accomplishment, if they have posted they got a new position, if they have posted advice, making sure that you're commenting, you're liking, you're sharing. This helps LinkedIn to know that you are using the platform not only for your own posts, but that you are engaging with others. Making sure, in addition to that engagement, that you are replying to any comments on your post. So if people congratulate you or they send you a comment, making sure that you reply and say thank you, or that you're replying with the way that you would authentically reply to them in person. Messaging people directly. So if they comment on your post and they are not your LinkedIn connection, you can message them directly. This is a great way to get directly into their message system. Unlike other social media sites, it is not a faux pas to direct message people on LinkedIn, especially if you don't know them. People do it all the time. But if they've commented on your profile or if they viewed your profile, this is another great way to think that they are a warmer lead. So because they are a warmer lead, you can definitely send them a message. And also message any new followers or connections and say thank you for following. So this is a great way to really just connect with people as soon as they see your profile, and just to make sure that they see everything you offer and that you are top of mind. So LinkedIn's content strategy. This is an example from Lindsay, who is our National Vice President of Field Marketing here at Coldwell Banker. Something that she reposted, which was an award that she received. So the type of content that you want to make sure that you post. Um, Real estate statistics. So anything that's happening in the industry, local real estate news. Right now, we know we have some huge real estate news going on. So making sure that you are keeping your followers updated and that they understand in a way that is digestible to them what is happening with the real estate industry. What this does is that it positions you as an expert in the industry, so that people really know where to go to and who to come to and what page to look at when it comes to real estate news. Your personal real estate activity. So if you have a new listing, if you have an open house, if you have a client that just closed, anything that you want to update people on about your actual activity in the industry, make sure that you are posting that. Again, this is the place to brag, which leads to the next point, personal and professional achievements. So just like this post on the right, you'll see that Lindsay reposted a award that she received. Again, this is where you want to brag. So any awards that you get from real estate organizations, magazines, your listing was featured in a magazine or in a newspaper, making sure that you are posting that. Home renovation tips. So this is something, again, that is adjacent to real estate. This is just going to show people that you care about what's happening after the transaction. So making sure that you're staying updated on local, I'm sorry, not only local tips, but home renovation tips, and also what's happening in your local area. So that goes to the next point, local business or partner spotlights. So let's say that there is a business that you work with in your local area. It could be a business that helps you with your baskets that you give at closing. That is a great way to tie in a local piece. It shows people that you support your local community, and that's something that you can definitely post on LinkedIn. Any corporate business changes in your area, and then lastly, any new laws or regulations that would apply to someone who may be looking to buy or sell. So a few tips and tricks for LinkedIn when you are posting. Only using 2 to 3 hashtags per post. LinkedIn is not the place where you want to crowd your caption with a lot of hashtags. There is no need to do that on this platform. 2 to 3 of the most relevant hashtags to whatever you're talking about is key. You do not need a business page as an agent. You can use a regular, normal LinkedIn page. The business pages on LinkedIn are really, they really are directed towards people who may be recruiters or who are using LinkedIn for that purpose, not people who are marketing on LinkedIn. People do like to read long form content on LinkedIn. So if you prefer to write, and let's say you're telling a story about an experience you have with a client, LinkedIn is the place to do that, especially in comparison to other social media platforms. So you can do mini blog style content on LinkedIn. Don't write questions in your post header. So that is a big piece. And then LinkedIn posts with images definitely get twice the engagement, and users are 20 times more likely to reshare a video post. So making sure that in addition to writing statuses and writing mini blog posts, that you are also posting photos with a caption and videos with a caption, because that will increase your engagement. If you're on your LinkedIn profile listing at least 5 relevant skills. So your skills could look like customer service, it could look like sales. So your skills are going to be individual to you, and you can search all of the skills that are available on LinkedIn to put them on your profile. Ensure every single section of your profile is completed. So again, that header cover that we talked about, the header feature, the About Me section, your website links, making sure all of that is updated. Give out a recommendation and ask for a recommendation. So recommend someone that you've worked with, and then ask someone that you've previously worked with or that you know, or a client that you've had for a recommendation on your LinkedIn profile. This is also something you can easily ask for at the closing table. You can say, hey, I would love if you leave me a review, and then also a recommendation on LinkedIn. And send a message to a colleague that you haven't connected with in a while. This is something that I do pretty often. Just say hey to people I either went to college with, people that I used to work with, and just really staying connected with them, because that really is the purpose of LinkedIn.